a Mind Shuffle. That'll send the ritual to the graveyard. The ritual spell is Light and Darkness Ritual, so let's grab one of the two. Looks like it'll be Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos.
And again, that makes a lot of sense to prioritize that. It will allow us to recur a spell from the graveyard this turn.
Yep.
And now, as we enter here into main phase 1, it is now going to be revealed to the viewers at home that Micheal has elected to incorporate the Fallen of the White Dragon package in his deck this weekend. We've seen this in the feature match area before, allowing him to access level 8 Synchro monsters that synergize quite effectively with the Light and Darkness Ritual strategy. Also, potentially utilize Fusion Summoning with Granganol, another way that you can bridge if you don't already have access to the Ritual package.
Well, speaking of packages here, unfortunately, as we show off all these Synchro monsters, the Vidrala Ceremonia is going to be able to destroy the Mind Shuffle. And I think that is like the quote-unquote juiciest target here on the field, even though it doesn't target to destroy. But the idea is that if that happens, you know, you really are going to have to work to reestablish Mind Shuffle. Of course, you could try to use the Light and Darkness Ritual, put the Grifo back into your hand, but unfortunately that means that, you know, you're not really getting the full value of using the Ritual to go ahead and tribute the Grifo to make it, but there's a couple of different ways to play this out. Let's see how Micheal does it. He starts off with the Incredible Ecclesia, the Virtuous, and let's see if he's going to end up trying to special summon something. A little mental calculus.
We do see that Harmonia destroy the Fallen of the White Dragon. Now, of course, the benefit for Micheal is he already has Albion in the graveyard, already has Ecclesia on the field, so that's a very beneficial trade in terms of overall card economy. Obviously, Daniel does get to send down the At-Exister, but I don't think Micheal necessarily minds that trade.
Ooh, but a Ghost Spell. That's a pretty good trade right there. That's 1 card for 2 because you really were about to get Pot of Greed level advantage there. Not so, Daniel, stopping it.
Archfiend.
So we're going to try to use the Archfiend. I think it's a great way to get rid of the Wind adding Mr. Pegasus. You have to get rid of at least...
Targets.
Oh, he's getting rid of the Grifo.
I think that'll be okay because he'll be able to use Archfiend on the field in order to utilize his Mind Shuffle, right? That's one of the great synergies of the Skull Archfiend within his strategy.
But Mind Shuffle requires you to return a level 7 or higher monster. And unfortunately, Skull Archfiend and cast. He's good, but he's only level 6 good.
Anything here?
Don't worry, these cards are brand new too. And this is the first major tournament we've gotten to cast. But speaking of casting, looks like we are fishing for our next card effect here. Micheal going to decide. Oh, we're just going to end phase.
Sure.
So Albion to set. It's still not too bad. The Vidrala Ceremonia preferring the Fall on the White Dragon may backfire later. Obviously, you slowed the combos down, but Mind Shuffle is a very powerful card. And no Chaos Angel here, although I think probably a reuse of the Skull Archfiend to cast is probably preferable. And the access to Fallen of Valdez.
I'll activate Mind Shuffle to add.
He'll use that Mind Shuffle immediately.
Daniel staring at an Ash Blossom.
That's fine.
So Daniel is just fine with that. We're going to go ahead and add something. Looks like, we're going to go ahead and add and discard. Yeah, a little bit of a shortcut there, but now we'll send another copy of the Ritual. And now we are kind of completing the loop here with our Black Luster Soldier. Soldier Light and Darkness added to the hand. Deck is cut. Let's see. He saved the Ash Blossom. I mean, it is important, obviously, for the Incredible Ecclesia or something more, but let's see what we go for.
Normal summon Q. Activate effects.
So now it looks like Micheal is going to utilize his Ecclesia on the field.
I will Ash.
That's what Daniel will elect to Ash this turn, and that does make a lot of sense. That does cut off quite a bit of potential interaction that Ecclesia was able to resolve.
Well, think about that. Q being a light monster, there's another effect monster on the field. If Fallen of Valdez showed up, and it's in Michael's extra deck, the Dragon that Devours the Dogma, but it cleared that field right off. So the Ash Blossom being held very patiently by Daniel, ignoring the Mind Shelf, ignoring the other cards, definitely paid off, and here comes Rico.
Chain Harmonia.
One good Harmonia deserves another.
Now this will establish the potential level 7 or higher that can be utilized with Mind Shuffle.
Cost?
so good in this deck. Whether it's Nibiru, Harmonia, we saw the Fleeting Mask earlier. Level 7 monsters are very powerful in this deck.
It is important to fulfill the cost and reveal those 5.
I feel like that's something we've been seeing in terms of technical play that needs to be cleaned up just a little bit. A lot of Harmonias activated, but not showing all 5 cards. But that's okay. Just got to get used to it.
That is...
I wonder if he's going to send the Despian Lulu Walleth to the grave. I would imagine it would have to be the Golden Malong in order to bounce. Let's see what he does. We're going to summon. We'll destroy the Rekko. And we are looking at the Malong probably to bounce the Cool Tune Q. Despian Lulu Walleth is also great as well, but looks like Malong is going to be the choice.
I'll resolve Rico.
So we'll resolve Rico. And then in a separate chain, we'll see Malong.
Thank you.
It does make a lot of sense to go after that Q.
Yesterday we were joking though about the normal summon, the additional normal summon, and the rotary normal summon. You could add Cool Tune Rotary here from the deck to the hand if you had any other good tuners in there. So this is going to be a little bit of a stumper for Daniel. Not sure what to do next.
I do note that he has a copy of Cool Tune Synchro in his hand. One of the themes this weekend is activating and resolving a Cool Tune Synchro, of which the opponent has not been shown. Right? Sometimes your opponent knows that you've searched it out.
Any triggers?
This is an unknown Cool Tune Synchro, so I think a lot of the best duelists this weekend in terms of technical play have held that card as long as possible.
I feel like it's Cool Tune's Mind Shuffle, right? It's just this card that saves the day in very interesting and creative ways. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do, but it's lined up right in Daniel's hand like he's about to drop it on the field.
Sure.
Oh, or not.
Now that will bounce Q back to hand.
Guess you could reveal that off the rotary. But during the open game state, we're going to chain... Oh, maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you do want to do that?
Yeah, he's going to activate the Fallen
cost.
and the Virtuous. He's going to pay the cost.
Maybe getting the setup now, thinking he needs to outpace his opponents because it'll probably show up one way or the other. Oh, but sending the Renbrum, kind of the special advantage you get by running this, the sort of branded strategy in the Light and Darkness Ritual deck.
That will combine with the Fallen of the Albaz in his deck to establish another form of interaction.
Feel the Q.
But now this Rotary can combine with the Q that was added back. That will prompt Micheal to utilize his Mind Shuffle.
All right, Mind Shuffle.
Sure.
See what he gets. Oh, perfect timing on the Blacklister Soldier, special summon and able to banish the Cool Tune Rotary. So we'll Cool Tune Synchro here now. It's Daniel's last effort.
So here's that Cool Tune Synchro met with an Ash Blossom from Micheal. Looks like Micheal has just crafted exactly how to navigate through each of these Cool Tune pushes expertly. And unfortunately for those rooting for Daniel at home, this might be exactly that, the point of which he'll concede our first duel.
So Micheal, the winner of that, just expertly handled. And, you know, I think we are seeing more of these branded Light and Darkness Ritual decks at the top tables. There's all sorts of ways to run this deck, but it's just very interesting how he is getting his game on.
Yeah, right. Fallen and the Virtuous, I think, undeniably is one of the most powerful cards, especially a card that you can access at 3 copies in terms of its just utility, card advantage, how it lines up well against Mind Shuffle, how it lines up well against destroying tuners, clearing them off the field before they can be combined with tuners in hand against Cool Tune specifically. And the fact that you can slot in the Fallen and the Virtuous in a strategy that already inherently has synergy with the branded package itself makes a lot of sense. You know, sometimes you see the Fallen and the Virtuous played even in Cool Tune, and now all of a sudden you're sacrificing extra deck space for Albions when you're already trying to put cards in your extra deck to combine with Harmonia. So then you have to start making concessions here or there. Well, you're playing the really powerful Fallen and the Virtuous package in a strategy that